and welcome to the PhD podcast, aka the Player Hand Degree podcast. It's your boy Teddy.
I'm your co-host Marcus.
And on this episode here, we're going to be doing the conference finals from the hockey all the way to the Association of Basketball. But first, we're going to get into hockey, Game 7s.
There's only one game happened yesterday in the NHL. Talk about that.
Some things never change. I had belief. I was writing a futures ticket that was going to pay $12K off $50. All the Leafs had to do was at least, come through with it all, put up a fight. I might have cashed out earlier. I say that now, but looking at hindsight, probably would have rode it till the wheels fall off, which they did.
Yeah, you definitely did. Because something really special happened during that game.
You're talking about Game 7? It was the same score as Game 5. But the deceiving part is the way they won Game 6 made you believe that they could win Game 7 just to repeat itself.
Really?
Again.
Oh, okay.
How you gonna lose 6-1 twice at home? In a 2-game span, that means the score was 12-2. And then to top it all off, what is it? How many years have they been doing this? The same.
You mean that they're 0-8 in Game 7?
No, I mean like the core right now. Like with Matthews, Tavares.
This is what,
Marner,
year 7?
Year 7, can't get out the second round.
Well, at least they won the first round playoff series this time. You have to look at the positive.
So they're 0-5 in Game 7s, right? In the past.
Oh, okay, yeah.
7 years, let's say. They're 0-5 in Game 7s. You know how many goals they have in total in a Game 7?
Actually, I do not know this. What is that?
0.
No, I mean, they got one yesterday. Come on now. So
they're bad. They're not that bad.
So in 5 Game 7s, just take a random number, how many goals they have in all Game 7s? 5 out of 5 games.
I'd say 5.
5. They have 5 goals.
Really?
In 5 Game 7s total, not separate average.
Huh.
So they still would have lost to Carolina.
That don't matter.
I mean,
they gotta blow it up. I'm sorry. If you can't, you know what you are in basketball terms. If you can't get to the conference finals in 7 years with the same core,
the Philadelphia 76ers.
You're right. You're reading my mind right now. Literally, you are the Philadelphia 76ers. You are Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons, or James Harden, Maxey. You're that, but the hockey version.
Well, not Tyrese Maxey, man. He just got into the league, man. I love it.
We'll give him another
you still
2
catch
years,
strays.
Then he'll catch that stray.
He'll catch strays out here. So yeah, they gotta blow that up. I mean, if you were at the game,
how about them Leafs?
If you were at the game,
oh my God!
I mean, the cheapest ticket was $600 to go to the game.
Yeah, or you could have just did what I did: leave Toronto and go somewhere else to watch a winning concert.
It's still a loss.
I actually watched another team altogether.
Like who? Washington, they lost. Or you want to talk about the Oilers, the one that you said would not get... Well, you said they wouldn't run it back, right? In the beginning on our preview episode?
Yeah, that's wrong so far. We'll see what happens. It's not over yet.
I mean, it's a rematch of the conference finals, Dallas at Edmonton.
Yeah, it could be we're on a collision course for a rematch of the finals.
I'd like to see that. But you know what's say back before we exit off this Leaf thing, just to go back on it quickly? They lost to their number one nemesis, Brad Marchand, the killer. He owns. I think he has.
Oh, Brad Marchand! I forgot about that part too.
He owns.
Back to what I said before.
He must have a stake in MLSC at this point.
Because remember what I said when the series started?
He owns them.
He's LeVar Ball. Never lost.
He scored the overtime goal in Game 3 when the Leafs blew a 2-goal lead. He scored the game winner in overtime in Game 3.
And that man is torturing them even after he left Boston.
He's 5-0 against the Leafs in Game 7, by the way.
Oh, really?
So every Game 7 they lost was basically the Brad Marchand. Unless they lost one to Tampa Bay. Did they lose one to them?
So he's basically like their LeBron.
Yeah, it's instead of LeBronto, it's Marchando.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, but this is even worse because it's like, man played on 2 different teams and did it.
Yeah, LeBron was just Cavs only.
Cavs, yeah.
But Miami would have still dealt with them anyway.
Well, they'd have to be good enough to play Miami during those years.
I'm saying they would have ended up like Paul George in Indiana.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we can actually use that as a segue into our next topic.
Which is, you want to talk about the Indiana Pacers and the Cleveland Cavaliers? TJ's Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh, God.
Oh.
It's okay.
The
Cavs down on
collision
5.
course.
I mean, one of us went to the game here. I mean,
Cavs down on 5. That's what happened.
I was like, well, that was my first postseason game I've ever went to for basketball.
stop this.
No. Wait, actually, wait, no, that's a
No.
lie. I went
You
to
never went to a Raptors playoff game.
No, that's why I said no. That's a lie. I caught myself through that because I watched. Yeah, it was Raptors versus Milwaukee.
I was gonna say no way. Everybody in Toronto's been to a Raptors playoff game.
No, there's a lot of people
Not
that's
me.
not.
Yeah, TJ, don't worry.
Not yet.
So what?
You
So
might have to wait a couple more years.
what do you mean? They're about to get Giannis, which we'll get into in the summertime.
You think so?
Oh.
You think Giannis coming here
No, because
instead
he
of
takes
KD?
his African connections and makes someone demand a trade to a team that's 20 games below 500.
Giannis is African. That's where he's Greek. You know?
Well, he was born in Africa, but then, you know, when they bring you over from there to live in Greece and stuff like that, like, Steve Nash was born in South Africa.
Yeah.
But they still identify him as Canadian because
Okay.
he was born in Johannesburg.
You really think Serge Ibaka's Spanish?
No. Hell no. What the fuck?
Exactly. Exactly. Something like that. Something like that is the best way I could put it.
Yo, what the fuck?
Or Joel Embiid almost became a France citizen.
Yeah. So, but we'll get back to the basketball here. Yeah. In Indiana, Cleveland. Marcus, what did you kept saying all year about the Cleveland Cavaliers?
They're the Atlanta Hawks.
Oh.
You nailed it.
Oh my gosh. Cavs down on 5. It's okay. Next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, just the
like
beginning
the
was.
Bulls next year.
Yo, humble beginnings.
And their other favorite team, the Dallas Cowboys.
Who's he?
That's the Marcus team. Hey, they got George Pickens, man. They might be heating up next year, Marcus. You might be able to watch them play in the playoffs.
Yo.
Nah, I can't afford them tickets. Dallas Cowboy playoff tickets? Jesus.
What? That's MLSC Part 2.
Yeah, I know.
But the Southern version.
That's called Hell Dog. It already cost enough to fly to Dallas. Play for postseason
All right.
tickets?
So Indiana's in the conference finals. They're going up against a team they're familiar with.
Yes.
Who they beef with too?
Wrestling got the script right. I'll say
Reggie
that.
Miller's arch nemesis. And WWE's prediction came out correct. They were a year ahead of time.
Well, you're talking about the wrestling prediction, right?
Yeah.
Yes. The New York Knicks, who took out the defending champ Boston Celtics. Do we want to talk about how the Knicks overcame the Celtics by coming back 20 down the first 2 games, or the Tatum injury?
Well, we can talk about the comeback first, and then we'll talk about the injury.
Okay. What do you guys think when Boston was up 20 each game just to choke it down?
Well, they shoot too many threes. When they say you live by the 3, you die by the 3.
In the game they didn't make a 3, right?
That's what happened.
No, they made threes. They went they missed 45 threes.
45, yeah.
They made 15 threes out of 60 attempts. So they shot 60 threes, made 15.
They really.
That's a lot of threes.
That's the point. Live by the 3, die by the 3.
It's like that old saying.
Die by the 3.
Yeah, I mean, when you're up 20, you don't really need to take much threes. You could dribble the clock out and go for a baby post hook.
Right.
Just give Al Horford the ball.
That's why I said a baby post hook.
Yeah.
Like, back you down, shimmy, hook, shot clock.
Yeah, eat the clock, slow it down, but
As they like to say in high school, run motion.
yes. Eat that clock, and that's something that they failed to do in consecutive games.
Yeah, I mean, the Knicks came out to play. I mean, Mikal Bridges ripping the ball off Jalen Brunson at the end of the game for game 1 was in overtime. That was impressive right there.
And he blocked someone the other game to end the game, the second game.
Tatum.
Yeah, he blocked it.
That was game 2.
Yeah.
With Jason Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So
And,
the trade with Brooklyn for Bridges is looking out good so far. Speaking of trades, I mean, the team that they did a trade with, Minnesota.
We're on a collision course, it looks like it right now.
Yep.
But we'll see what happens.
But the team they played and the team they're going up against that went through a game 7 as well, OKC and Denver. What do you guys think about that?
And that was a blowout.
That series was good. That series was good, even though the game 7 was a blow. That series was amazing.
Yeah,
That's why I thought it was going to be a really close game. Then I'm like, how? Like, what happened? Well, Westbrook happened too.
Don't blame it on Westbrook, man. I'm not here for the Westbrook side. What do you want Westbrook to do? Rewind the clock and go for 42, 15, and 9?
Yeah.
No, we can't make it go back to 2018.
One thing about Westbrook, his three got better.
I hope so.
The three got better. It got better.
And his help defense.
Yeah.
But he was always a decent defender.
Help defense.
Oh, okay.
I mean, did you see SGA in Game 6 where he tried to guard him and he like fell in the middle of the court trying to backpedal? SGA burned him bad in Game 6.
Well,
Yeah,
that's when youth versus age happens.
So is the MVP discussion officially over now that OKC has defeated the Nuggets?
Doesn't really change anything because the MVP voting's done before the playoffs start. They just
Yes.
have to announce it.
I just mean like through the public eye now.
Through the public eye?
No.
No? Are you still going with Jokic, Marcus?
Yeah.
Oh my, what?
SGA still, to be
It's
honest.
PGA, USA, SGA. GTA stand up for SGA. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not dissing SGA about it. It's just, bro, did you see what Jokic did, bro?
I saw SGA drop 35 in a Game 7.
Okay. But that's a regular season award. It's not the postseason award. Voting stopped at the beginning of May.
He was the leading scorer in the league and had the number 1 seed.
And he's in the
Your
Western
center had a
Conference.
triple-double.
And they were the 4th seed. I've seen a player.
He has a better team.
I mean, it's coming.
Well, we saw what happened. That's why they lost.
Who has
You
it?
know the
Oh.
MVP award comes down when it's close. Comes down to team record. You know this.
I know.
So he's gonna get it because of the team record.
I know. And Jokic got shafted again.
No, Jokic will be fine.
Oh, he doesn't care. He's just going to buy another horse.
Yes, I was just gonna say. And we'll get back to the Eastern Conference. Do you guys have a prediction for Pacers and Knicks? I mean, last time they played in a playoff series though was when Roy Hibbert blocked Melo. I don't know if you remember that in the second round.
Okay,
Yes, I
yeah,
do.
I remember that. Yeah.
And then sorry, that was the time before. They played last year, but the Knicks were like injured, and then the Pacers took care of them in the second round. Before that was the Roy Hibbert block with Melo. And
That's
then
been
before
a
that
while.
was Reggie Miller, Larry Johnson 4-point play 25 years ago.
Special moment.
This is a rivalry. This would classify as a rivalry.
Yes.
Knicks
it
and
just gets
Pacers.
added more towards the history.
So
And I'm here for it.
so when I was mentioning
Except for those ticket prices. Cause
which one, the ones at Indiana or the ones at MSG?
MSG, who can afford those tickets? Not me.
New York, go New York. You see that crowd? They be wilding out there.
Yo, they're going to be like Leafs fans if, the Leafs won yesterday.
Hey, we talk about basketball now. We already transitioned off. Like, Brad Marchand has a stake in MLSC. We get that. But, yes, the MSG crowd, yes, they're wild on 82nd Street, Penn Station, all that crap in Manhattan. What I was trying to get to was, who is the better Knick all time? Carmelo Anthony or Jalen Brunson?
Jalen Brunson, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yo, Melo's legacy got destroyed by 2 people in consecutive years. Jokic and
Wow.
Brunson.
Wow.
I mean, I'll give it to Brunson because Melo never got the Knicks to a conference finals, which Jalen Brunson has
Jalen
just
Brunson's
achieved.
done more in 3 years than Melo did with his whole career through that. I'm sorry, it's just a fact.
Well, Melo actually did get to a conference final, but that was his Denver days, which is different. But then he got
And Jokic,
overshadowed. No, I understand. He got
obliterated that.
He got overshadowed by that. I'm just saying, like, Jalen Brunson, like, okay, yeah, you have a better Knick career than Melo, but
Not basketball career, it's not over.
no, I'm saying his Knick,
He still has time.
like his Knick career is better than Melo's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sorry, Melo. Like, I like Melo, but...
So who you guys got in that series? Or is it too early to call? Because the game 1 is Wednesday.
Honestly, this whole series, it's a toss-up.
Indiana Knicks?
Yeah, it's a toss-up.
I say it goes 7.
I think
7?
7.
Who? 7 who?
I don't know yet.
It depends who the refs got on their parlay.
Oh, man.
Like, I want to see Knicks versus
OKC?
Minnesota in the finals.
Oh, no.
That would be a dream.
Just because of the trade that happened at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
It'd just be mad cool to see like that.
I guess both teams wanted to trade.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
And that doesn't always happen like that. That they both benefited and had deep playoff runs after. Especially trading your franchise player.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Cat balling.
Yo, I'm going to ask you guys a question. Pascal Siakam, is he a Hall of Famer?
No.
Not yet. Not yet. What if he
He
wins it
hasn't
with
done enough to be a
Not
Hall,
yet?
Hall of Famer.
Pascal Siakam.
No, because this is like his like, what is it? His
Ninth year?
Ninth year. No, how many times he been to the Western Conference Finals?
Eastern Conference
Eastern
Finals.
Conference
How
Finals.
many times?
How many times? It's like
4?
4 now.
That's still
4
not
now?
enough to be a Hall of Famer. You don't have enough individual awards.
I thought it was 3.
4 or 3? Yeah, one of those two.
4.
Like-
we'll say 4.
Because you're not going to have the career points.
Mm.
I think he got like 12,000 yet.
Is he better than? Does he have a better resume than Jimmy Butler?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes, he does.
The
Yes, he
man's
does.
made 2 All-Star teams.
With a chip.
Okay.
With a chip.
All right.
All right.
But you weren't the lead catalyst for the chip.
Hey, he
It's
still
not
has a chip.
Kawhi Leonard versus
Then
Pascal.
He was like the go-to guy, Pascal, on the Raptors run. But I hear what TJ's saying. TJ's trying to say winning matters, but Jimmy Butler has the personal accolades better. Like, Jimmy Butler carried a Miami team to the finals twice, but to be fair, he did not win. But he did get them to the finals.
But
He didn't win, though. He didn't win, though.
T-Mac
Matters.
made the Hall of Fame.
Who?
T-Mac couldn't even get out the first round.
I know. I'm just comparing the two.
But this man saying Pascal as a Hall of Famer, like,
is he
No.
is he borderline Hall of
That's why I'm
Famer?
comparing
No.
Jimmy Butler.
No?
That's why I'm comparing Jimmy Butler, because I feel Jimmy Butler is like on the cusp of being a Hall of Famer. He's like 50-50.
He's 50-50.
no, Jimmy Butler gonna
No,
be
he
a Hall of Fame.
no, he needs a chip.
I
think he
gotta
needs
check
a
my
chip.
what do you call it? The
Your Teddy accolade,
no,
the
yes,
Teddy
yes,
checklist.
yes. I got a CPS 10. If Jimmy Butler All-Star games, All NBA teams, his accolades add up to 10, then he hits the metrics.
Okay.
I think he does.
If he has 10, then
Check right now.
Pascal Siakam or Jimmy Butler. I'm confused.
Mm.
No, seriously, I'm confused. I don't know who I'm looking for.
No,
You're
I
looking
think,
at Jimmy Butler's career.
honestly,
accolades.
I think he's borderline Hall of Famer.
Who?
Pascal.
No, he's not. I'm sorry.
I think so.
He hasn't.
I think so,
Even
to be
you
honest.
don't even have an international medal.
Mm.
Like usually, the international stuff helps propel you to it.
All right, I got it. Jimmy Butler is a 6-time All-Star,
Okay.
five-time All-NBA team.
There's your accolade right there.
Well,
11.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Search up Pascal.
That's what I gotta do now. Pascal Siakam
Remember,
accolades.
he was in the league longer than him too. So
Pascal has
just
a
wait.
Most Improved award,
Yeah.
2 All-Star selections, and 2 All-NBA teams. So we'll say 5 on
That's 5.
We'll say 5 on the
Not enough.
metrics.
Not enough yet. Even with the MIP.
That is including.
That's
Yeah.
5.
Oh man. Still not enough.
No.
Still
10.
not enough.
You need 10. You need 10 to get into the Hall of Fame on my metrics. You need 10.
Oh, okay, fine. But like, with
You
that,
made 2 All-Star teams.
with an MIP and a chip.
And 2
Okay.
All-NBA teams.
Did Jimmy Butler have an MIP?
Who
Yeah.
cares about an MIP? John Moran got
Yeah,
an MIP.
he actually does.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Jimmy Butler, I think, might have been like one of the first people to get that award. In,
No, the award's been
No.
out
like,
for
since
like,
Jalen Rose.
Freaking
He was my first
Dragic got
person.
one. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Been out there for a minute.
Who?
Yeah, that award's been
Dragic.
out for like at least
Uh-huh.
20 years.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying Jalen Rose might have been the first one to actually
Oh.
receive
Oh.
that award.
I think so.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, okay, so I don't know how we got on Pascal versus Jimmy, but yes. Okay, so we're agreeing that it's going to go 7 games, Knicks and Pacers.
Yeah.
What about OKC Denver? I'm sorry, OKC Minnesota,
No.
my confusion.
OKC in Minnesota.
Yes. Marcus already on the
Um,
record said Minnesota because he wants to see the trade.
Minnesota in 6. But I do feel
Minnesota in
OKC
6?
needs to win a championship in the next 2 years now. Because they have to. Because they cannot afford to pay them people.
Oh.
Small
just
market?
off of payroll.
The small
Not
market?
enough money. Yeah.
Okay.
OKC.
I mean, I see that.
OKC.
And I think that OKC's going to lose. And they're going to make a big swing in the offseason because they have assets.
The
and
KD
draft picks.
reunion? KD
No,
reunion?
KD's too old.
KD reunion to OKC, I'm coming home moment?
No, that's not happening.
You don't think so? If they traded Chet Holmgren with some picks?
They're not gonna do that. Why would they do that?
Yeah, if KD was 30 and not 35.
You don't think? Yeah, that'd be perfect. Number 35 at 35, coming home.
That would actually fix a lot of his legacy, though.
That'd be
If
a
he goes
legacy
back-
saving move.
If he goes back to OKC,
But that's
Yeah.
if KD wants to go back to
if he
OKC.
nah,
I don't think he wants to.
he's coming to Toronto.
All right,
We can't
so
get everybody, man.
so-
And TJ, we can't get everybody.
You sound like a delusional Lakers fan, and I'm a
Bro.
Lakers fan.
Speaking of delusional talk, I gotta bring this up. The Cooper Flag sweepstakes. Do you guys want to
Lord.
talk about that? Who
Yes.
got the number 1 pick,
No.
by the way?
Yo,
The
it was
Dallas
rigged.
Mavericks.
It was rigged. It was
So-
rigged. Nico's still getting here on fire.
So Nico, everybody thought Nico was playing checkers when it turned out he was playing chess the whole time. His new name, by the way, on my behalf, is Rico Harris. It's not Nico Harris. It's Rico Harris for the obvious. Was that the most rigged thing you've ever seen in life?
Yes.
Or can you name another rigged moment?
No,
for the
there's a
draft?
few other ones with the draft. We can go back a couple years ago with Wemby.
Okay.
We can go back a little further back with
Zion?
no, that because he went. Now, if he went to the Knicks, that'd be added to it.
No, I mean Zion in New Orleans because that was the year they traded AD.
Mm-hmm.
No, that'd be Anthony Davis, not Zion.
No, I'm saying they traded AD New Orleans and they were so bad that they ended up getting Zion as number 1.
I don't feel that's a conspiracy.
Okay, what about
Not that
Kyrie?
draft.
What about Kyrie to the Cavs?
But they sucked.
Yeah,
They
but
were
it was
horrible.
right after they traded LeBron.
No, I don't feel that one falls into that. I'd go with the Derrick Rose years
I was just gonna say that. Derrick Rose to Chicago.
because they had like a 1.3% chance.
What about LeBron to Cleveland?
Absolutely. Patrick Ewing.
Patrick, was this worse than Patrick Ewing's Knicks '85?
No, Patrick Ewing was still worse.
That one's still the worst because the sticker never
The
moved.
bent,
The bent
yeah.
envelope.
That's still the worst one. Shaq actually talked about it too when he talked to David Stern.
Yes,
When
I
they
saw
asked
that.
him about
You want to play in the
where
cold
do you
or
want
what?
to play at? Hot or cold? He said hot, and 3 days later Orlando won the draft pick. And he went to Orlando and not Minnesota.
Was
And
that one
poor
rigged the following
Timberwolves.
year as well when they got Penny Hardaway at number 1 pick? When they had a 1% chance as well?
Not as rigged as Patrick Ewing.
Okay, but Dallas is in the top 2, top 3 of all time right now?
No, top 5.
Oh, okay. I thought it'd be right after New York '85.
I'd say this isn't it. Well, we have to see what Cooper Flag becomes first.
I'm just talking about how rigged the lottery process was, not who they picked. Who knows? Rico might trade it and get Giannis.
It could happen.
He has the resume of doing this.
Because
by
the thing is, you can do that to like a Milwaukee or something because Milwaukee don't get free agents.
Man, this guy's getting fired.
How's he getting fired? He just
He's
got the
still-
number 1 pick.
He's still getting fired.
That saved his job.
No, he's still getting fired.
That probably might have been in on the trade. They're like, yeah, we're getting number 1 pick anyway if we don't make the playoffs.
And
Why
then
not
move-
do
move
it?
to Las Vegas.
They're not moving to Vegas, I feel, because they share the arena. They share that arena with the Stars, right?
Yes.
And how that arena's been 20 years in, 25 years in.
25.
Yeah,
25, 26.
you were there. Like, is it better than Scotiabank Arena or is it similar?
Well, Scotiabank Arena did some upgrades last season, and they're not done yet. So
Yes.
I did do the stadium tour, but they have to finish the rest of the renovations.
No, I mean American Airlines when you were there. If you have to compare it to another arena, like what would you rate American Airlines Arena 1 to 10?
Oh, that arena beautiful still. Yeah, it's on point. I give it a solid 8.
Okay, so but the whole Cooper Flight that we're all agreeing that was the most rigged thing
Yeah.
since
Yep.
Since Wemby? Yeah.
since Matt Donaghy reffing a Game 7. No, I'm just asking. It's Rico Harris here. It's Rico Harris on the job.
Bro, he's getting fired soon.
He's a
No,
legend.
he's not getting fired.
How can
He
you
was
get fired
going
when your
to.
name is Rico Harris?
Bro, man, like,
He's
I-
Rico Harris. Like, no, he's good.
he's getting fired.
He outsmarted the world. He outsmarted everybody. Everybody that thought he was an idiot. He just got 80. He just traded Luka for 80 and Cooper Flag. That's a heist.
Mhm.
Great deal.
That's a
Good
heist. He won up Rob Pelinka.
Not really. I think both teams won through that.
Lakers
you
and
got-
Mavs?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got a cornerstone player in Luka that you could use for the Laker Brandon for the next 10 years after LeBron's gone. So you already have your staple there.
Can't wait for that to happen. LeBron got from Lakers. Can't wait. Can't wait.
What's gonna happen in the next few years? Like, bro, the
Next
man's
year's
40
last
years
year.
old, bro.
Next year's last year. You're 23. Nike campaign loading.
Hey,
You're 23, number 23.
Yeah, it's the
I'm
perfect
just,
Nike campaign.
well, we're both fortunate enough that we watched LeBron play in person
And 23
on
years.
multiple times, so I don't have to have that regret like I had with Jordan being a young buck and poor and couldn't afford tickets. So, as a grown ass adult,
yeah,
make
but
sure
he
I
ain't the
went.
GOAT though. I mean, you got to see Kobe play. Like that's the real GOAT. So like, you know, you got your recognition. You got to see greatness.
Yeah, I saw Kobe play
Yeah,
too.
see, TJ saw greatness. Like we saw greatness,
I saw
man. It's
Kobe
okay.
play. I met
It's
Derek
okay.
Fisher.
We need to see it.
Okay.
We need to see a degenerate play.
Who else did I met? Who else did I met? What is it? I want to say Tony Parker. Anthony Parker.
That Anthony Parker don't count, man.
Matt
He ain't even
Bosh.
good. He ain't even the
she at
greatest
least
Parker.
said Candace Parker.
Yeah, we would give it to you on Candace Parker, man. Anthony Parker. That's a name I've heard in years.
Right? Unless you just talk about player siblings.
Like, no, we don't know, man. No. But yeah, I mean, yeah, we got to see greatness throughout the years. Rico Harris, job well done. We'll see
Good
what you
job,
do
man.
on the draft day. You might met. You know, the most Rico thing. He takes Ace Bailey or Dylan Harper.
No.
What do you mean?
No, we all know Cooper Flight's going to be
Could you imagine though
No,
if he took like Ace Bailey or Dylan Harper over Cooper Flag?
that is not happening.
No, you don't think he's capable?
No,
Okay, so just to be clear, Dallas, they're keeping the pick or they're trading it.
I have no idea. You have to tune in on June
I won't be
25th to see
surprised.
what happens.
I won't be surprised if he trades it. I won't be surprised.
No, it's
what
all.
would you if you were the manager, TJ? What would you trade the pick for? Like what kind of
Probably like 2 star players.
Who?
Yeah,
No.
2 star players that want to leave the team, or
who are they?
expired contracts and try to win it all.
There ain't no disgruntled players yet. We don't even know if Giannis wants out.
Well, we all know James Harden wants out.
Man, I am not
Eventually.
trading that
I
pick
ain't
for
taking
James
James
Harden.
James Harden. We all know James Harden wants out. Kawhi Leonard, he definitely wants out.
Nah, Kawhi Leonard's staying
No,
in
yeah.
Clippers.
Kawhi Leonard is locked in for like
He's
4
definitely-
more. He just signed a new deal.
Joel Embiid wants to leave.
No, he's stuck in Philly, man.
Who wants that with them knees?
Freaking Giannis, you said Giannis.
But he hasn't been disgruntled yet. We don't even know if
He
wants
said he's
that
open
cut.
to a trade, I believe.
Yeah, but you
open.
have to trade
There you go.
your whole fucking team for him.
Yeah, so what
Okay,
trading
true.
Cooper Flag help with like a PJ Washington on the side.
Yeah, and like your 4 next future first round picks or something like that. Sure.
Uh,
It's gonna have to be like that SGA trade.
Which the Clippers clearly got fleeced.
Yeah.
Or even fucking, you know what? I would say a Trey Young. Get a Trey Young. Get like a point guard. in
Man,
this
you
squad.
hated on Trae Young all year.
I know, but
and
like,
now,
yo.
and now you would trade Cooper Flag
No.
for Trae Young.
Yeah.
No, but that's
I'm not-
actually realistic.
No, it's
But
only
he
because
hasn't-
TJ's mentioning Trae Young.
I know.
It's
I know
only
why
'cause of
you
that.
went that way, but that's actually realistic if Trae Young said that he was disgruntled. But you still have Kyrie though.
And then try to get a 3-way play and get like freaking what's his name, Bam, as well.
No, Bam's
No,
not
the
leaving.
Bam wants
Bam
to
is
leave.
not
Or
leaving.
Tyler Hero.
Oh no, that guy shot
Either-
one. That guy
either-
shot 1 for 15 in a game in a
either
close
Trey
Hero.
over.
Young, either Trey Young or Tyler Hero, one of the two.
Tyler Hero went 1 for 15 in a game 4.
And Trey Young still sucks.
Trae Young did say OKC fans are louder than Knicks fans though the other day,
Yeah, but he's
Okay.
from OKC though.
and his beef with New York still continues.
Yeah. So there's like a double entendre.
All right, so before we
I
wrap-
don't believe that.
Before we wrap this up, I gotta ask because you know lately I've been horrible on picking a winner. Who wins a championship both in hockey and basketball? If you had to give me a winner right now, there's 4 teams left. Hockey, you got Dallas, Carolina, Florida, Edmonton.
The Panthers.
Okay, Florida.
So
TJ saying
Florida's
back to
gonna
back,
repeat?
Yeah,
Okay.
repeat.
and then for basketball,
Damn. I believe OKC is going to beat Minnesota.
okay,
Depends, Pacers or Knicks.
that's a runner-up for me.
Damn, I don't know. Man.
Okay, TJ does not know.
It's a
T-
toss.
TJ
up.
saying
Okay,
it's a-
my
It's a
two
toss-up,
picks.
Yeah, TJ saying it's a wild card. Okay,
I'm going to go with Carolina in hockey because they are not scrubs, and I'm going to go with Anthony Edwards and Timberwolves going to win a chip, man.
You think so? Yo, earlier this year, you said this guy's not a leader.
I was wrong.
You're wrong. Okay.
Yo, they sent my Lakers home.
This guy's not a leader. But he has something to prove.
I'm not going with the deadbeat and Anthony Edwards.
Wow.
I'm not going with the deadbeat.
Yo, the man still paid.
Oh my God.
He paid for 18 years up front. That's all.
Well,
I mean,
hey, man, that's what it is.
no, I'm not going with him. I'm not going with no. So I'm gonna say the Oilers. McJesus is gonna get the job done. They're probably gonna play Florida in a rematch, and they're gonna get their revenge. And for basketball, he's gonna win the MVP in the regular season. He's gonna win the NBA Finals MVP as well.
Okay,
So it doesn't matter if you play golf when your season's over and you're on the PGA Tour, because the Larry O'Brien Trophy is gonna be held by SGA. So I got OKC and the Knicks in the finals, with OKC winning it in the
So
Garden.
you also believe they're going to beat Minnesota. So he's
Oh,
the
yeah.
only one who thinks Minnesota's going to win.
Yeah, I mean Minnesota does have I'd say Minnesota plays an 8-man rotation. OKC plays a 10-man rotation, but it's gonna come down to the best players on both teams. And I would put my money on OKC over Minnesota, and the only reason is because OKC hasn't lost a back-to-back game in 2025 only once, and that was at the end of the regular season. They have not lost back-to-back at any point.
I think OKC's going to win a chip next year.
Next year?
Yeah.
And Minnesota's going to win it this year.
No, I have a prediction on who's gonna win it next year on our Freak Agent episode, but.
We got to tune in and find out.
Yes, but this year, you can get it at 4-1. I just did the math right now. Edmonton and OKC to win the titles in their respective sports. Any last words, guys, before we wrap this up? Besides, the Leafs are in Cancun right now on 1, 2, 3.
Just like the Dallas Cowboys.
OKC in 5. OKC in 5.
Leafs and Cowboys. They're the same.
If you're a fan of both, oh man, go get some help. And that's a wrap.
Thank you for watching the PhD podcast.
You can find us on all platforms: YouTube, Apple, Spotify, all that stuff, and we out.
Peace. Gotta love those league says.
Oh man, really, man?